Hi teachers. So by default you're going to be able to print to your copier, but you might want to print to one of these HP LaserJet printers. Okay, so right here, there we go. Right here is the IP address, 10.85.something.something. That number is super important. And if for some reason that's not showing up, you can always hit the green check mark, go to the arrow, so it says information, and hit the green check mark again, and then use the arrow down where it says print configuration. And if I hit the green arrow again, it'll print something that has the IP address on it. There's a time here and there where it may have another message in there so you can't see the IP address, but it's really important that you know what the IP address is. When you look at this piece of paper, it says IP address, so there's another way to find it, 10.85.55.242. Yours will be 10.85.something. So that number is really important, and then I'll show you what to do with that. All right, so now I have my IP address. I'm going to go under the Apple to System Preferences, and then go to Printers and Scanners. And I can click on the plus, and I can add a printer through IP. That's the best way to add a printer. So I can say 10.85.55.242. And it should populate that automatically. That's the address. I can even change the name here, and I can call this Library Circulation Desk at Car. So I can name that whatever I want to, and then it shows up in my list that way, so it's easy to pick in the future. So I can click Add, and it may give you a message like that. I'm going to hit Continue. I'm going to tell it has a duplex unit. That way, if I wanted to print two-sided, I could. I'm going to change the memory so it knows it has some room to run. I've got 64 to 79 megs of memory in that. And they're all about the same. So I'm going to click OK. It's going to set up the printer. And now I should be able to print to that anytime I want to. Once you have something that you want to print, you just go up to File, Print. Incidentally, be aware that in the print dialog box there's a PDF here. You can always save something as a PDF. But let's say that we want to print. This is where my list of printers are. These are things that I've added as printers. Remember, you can always go to your System Preferences under your Apple, and you can pick printer there, or you can even go here to add a printer. And that's where you might add an IP printer, which was earlier in this video. But this is a printer that I've selected before. I can even make this two-sided if it's multiple pages, so you can do that in there. We set it up as a duplex printer. Generally, what you're going to do is you're going to print to the copier down in the office or wherever your copier is. I'm going to go to the DCS Production Konica Minolta copier. So it's the production one. So if I do that, it changes my settings a little bit. And by default, this is going to be two-sided. You can go to finishing, and if you don't want it two-sided, you can actually uncheck that. So you have a lot of choices in there. I'm going to print, and then I'm going to go down to the office, and I'm going to show you what to do when you get there. I sent the job to this Konica. Scan my badge. And it should pull this job up, and there it is right there. It's a titled document, and all I have to do is hit print. And it should just come out automatically.